special effects.
That's right.
Hey, welcome everybody to Astronomy Daily Live. Hope everybody's doing well out there in the universe and the world. Everything is good here. Got my big, huge mug full of this hydrogen hydroxide, HOH, a nice calming molecule. So, cheers to that. So, grab your favorite consumable, pull up a comfy chair, and let's, forget about everything else and think about the universe instead. So, cheers.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Mm.
Well, had a pretty good star party last night here.
Yeah, how'd that go?
It was extremely um, poorly attended, but we had a lot of fun anyway. I'm really I when I got that little gray 5-inch telescope, um, I right away that night I pulled it out. I looked through it and it's like, wow, this is a pretty good scope. But last night was sort of the first time that I'd ever really looked at anything sort of challenging with it. And you know what? It stepped up. I'm really impressed with that little scope. I don't know um, if it's that particular unique scope that just so happens to be just right, or if all of them are like that. I would hope that all of them are like that because what I was seeing last night was really impressive. So, but before I go on, let me check the chat. Ray, hey, just wanted to say hi. Your telescope uh, out. Cool. Gonna spend about 4 hours outside. Nice. Nice. So cool. Yeah. And letting your telescope sort of thermally stabilize that helps to a certain extent. That's kind of a high order thing for most things. I mean, if you're just looking, doesn't really matter all that much. But yeah, I mean, if you're trying, to do, some pretty serious photography or anything like that, then yeah. So definitely wanted to say hi to Ray. Want to say hi to Tom and in the panel once again, Bobby. Hey, what's going on over there? What's
Hey,
what's all that noise?
and don't forget. Ha ha ha.
It's irrelevant. Self-determination is irrelevant. You must comply.
And
All
that would be
right.
the lovely, sexy, talented Altalinta.
In charge
And
of special effects.
Ata with the special effects. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. Wish it
Good.
would clear up. I'm itching to view again. But at least I got a chance not too long ago to get out there. Hey, you can do pretty good with the 5-inch. You were saying at your star party, that's a 5-inch, right?
Yeah, and
Oh, hey,
I'm
I have
I'm
been
really
amazed.
impressed.
I've got the 130 millimeter back there. That's about a 5-inch. Uh,
Right.
that I've been amazed at what you can see with that. And I would just think, especially out where you are, where it's so incredibly clear, that's nice. It's a
Yeah,
good,
I would say.
good working scope. And for a lot of star parties that you're going to have for just your buddies and stuff, they don't want to see nebula, which is a fuzzy spot in the middle of the scope. They're interested. I find that most of the people that I deal with, they get a big thrill out of seeing Saturn and the rings and Jupiter and the spot if you can get it and Mars, and they like looking at the planets mostly.
And the moon.
Yeah, and oh well, of course the moon, that old saw, you know.
Don't forget about the moon.
Oh, how could we forget the moon? You know, but that's what a lot of people really like to see.
Yes.
They don't
Yeah.
have the kind of appreciation
And
for it.
and this, my friend, is the Waddy Wow R108. AM, FM, shortwave, and airband.
All right.
Yeah, very cool.
These are usually one of the newer radios that they came out and stuff. Now, there's no single sideband like the PL880, but it's also the equivalent of the Texan PL380.
And that has some kind of an internal antenna, or do you have to connect it to an external one? Okay, so it's got one of those. And then
Yep.
is there any kind of external?
Yeah, the external jack is right here.
Oh, cool.
I would still have to take. I since I live in a steel frame poured concrete building,
Oh,
I
yeah.
guarantee you, I got to go outside when I do listen to shortwave, which is all I do. I'm not, a ham operator or anything. When I go out for shortwave, I have to string this big antenna. I string it around my balcony actually, and it works fine. I can listen in a comfortable place, back in one of my lounge chairs with a drink, and it's great. But I have to have one heck of an antenna. I mean, to pick up stuff. And I have a heck of an antenna. I have a big job that you can pull out forever. And I've been thinking of casting it into the tree outside my balcony, getting the antenna that way.
There you go.
Oh,
There you
yeah.
go.
Maybe
Yeah.
you got the Sanjin reel in or the Texan reel in?
Probably Texan reel in. I'll have to look. I don't pay much attention to the brands.
Oh, I got the Sanjin.
I'd have to look.
Interesting.
But
And there's Indy Callaway and Carolina Sky. Welcome.
Oh, nice. Yeah, nice to see you both in the chat. Yeah. So yeah, it went well. So let's see. Let me see if I can remember everything that we looked at. Looked at the moon, of course. Looked at Jupiter. All 4 moons were there. There were some nice equatorial bands. I didn't see the red spot, so there's sort of like a 50-50 chance of seeing it, and not even really. So I don't think I saw the red spot. The red spot right now is going through some kind of interesting thing. I don't know if you've been following that.
Yeah, I have. I read a little about it.
Yeah. So it's doing something.
Yeah.
Um,
Was there an ISS pass at your star party?
There also was, yeah, and we saw that.
Woo!
So that's always very, very cool. We saw Mercury. Mercury's up really, really low in the west, so we saw that. We did right at the end look at Saturn when it was like just rising, so it was terrible. It was really, really, really terrible. Yeah.
Flow, you got a lot of atmosphere.
Way too much air. Yeah.
And Ray, if you're watching, check my new radio.
Here you go, Ray. Oh, let's get it on. Let's get it on the radio. Radio Wow. Ratty Wow. Radio Wow. Cool.
Yeah, it's nice you have that second scope, because then you don't have to haul your bigger one out to these parties. Because I can tell you, the 5-inch will give you just about everything most people want to see at a star party.
And I've got this thing calibrated, so I would have to take the camera off which means I would have to recalibrate, which isn't a big deal. But if uh, uh, yeah, this is the easiest way.
Oh
So
yeah.
so yeah, it is. It is really, really, really nice.
And I'll
So,
give you everything you want to see. So thank that old
well,
lady who gave it to you.
absolutely. And um, okay, so besides those objects, we also looked at Messier 5, which is a globular cluster. We looked at Messier 13, which is also a globular cluster. It's sort of the famous one. Um, we looked at the galaxies Messier 81 and 82. We saw those. Uh, Now that sort of astonished me because um, we were dealing with almost a first quarter moon, so the sky was really, really bright. We had some high thin clouds, and um, those two galaxies were to me just extremely obvious. I mean, they just popped. Now, to everyone else there, I'm sure it was sort of like, you know, well, maybe I sort of kind of think I see it, right? But no, they really, really popped. They really, really did. We looked at the Ring Nebula, M57, and that looked really, really good too. I could tell it was a donut. It was really, really nice. Um,
Must have had a
Yeah.
good night.
well, no, I mean we had these
Oh.
high, thin clouds. Um, almost a first quarter moon. So the sky was really, really bright and cruddy. Um, but yeah, so we were able to see that. We were able to see the Sombrero Galaxy, M104. It was as plain as day. So it was really, really nice. Those kinds of things. It's always nice. For me, it's sort of like visiting old friends, and it's always nice to see some old friends. Never change, right? They never change in our lifetime at all. So they're always there. They're extremely reliable, right? Because they're always there. They look exactly the same. So they're nice to visit, from time to time, for sure. So yeah.
Oh yeah. And where's
Um,
that observatory at, Cosmic?
where's the observatory?
Yeah, the observatory you went to.
I didn't go to any observatory at all. I just brought my telescope out, out to a like a designated place.
Okay. Now, should your next radio should have a battery that they give you, or you like the ones that you can get from the store, the batteries from the store?
Oh, I don't know. I always like the ease of just store bought batteries. Wow, high
Yeah,
side effects.
yeah.
All right, well, cool. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. It definitely wasn't ideal conditions, and it was a tiny, pitifully small crowd. But I don't care. Those kinds of things I thoroughly enjoy. So
Oh yeah,
so
the Cosmic that is International Observatory, or the went away.
oh, way away. Yes,
Well, wait a
yes.
minute. That was just sort of a casual thing with people you work with, right?
That's
I
all
mean,
it was. Yeah.
yeah, well, when you say pitifully small crowd, how many people do you work with? 200? I mean, there's not going to
Just
be a lot of people.
just a couple, but yeah. Well, they have friends and family and all of that that too. There could
So
have been.
how long you stayed up for?
I think we were there for maybe a couple hours or so. It went by really, really fast.
I mean, you're a
Because
little on the
Oh,
young
dang.
side for this, but if you lived in my community, you've got to build an audience. You put even if I go out just to observe
Right.
myself, you know,
Oh, yeah.
I'm standing there 10 minutes and all of a sudden the building starts to tilt. People are running out wanting to look through the scope.
That's
I'm not
nice.
having a party, get out of here. Look,
Yeah,
Right.
that's why trying to collapse the Leaning Tower of Pisa in
yeah, that's
Italy.
right. So I got to build an audience. They got nothing else to do, Either their families are grown up and gone, or like me, everybody they know is already dead. So
Mhm.
might as well go to a star party.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but I don't care really what the size of the crowd is. We have a lot of fun, and we saw some good stuff, and I was uh, pretty amazed at the performance of that scope.
Yeah,
So,
the scope's probably pretty easy to transport. It's lighter. It's
it's super easy.
or
Yeah,
easy. It's like mine. I mean, the red one of mine is so easy to transport. I can grab it and run with it, and that makes nice for quick viewing. But for most things, most people want to see that little scope is just great.
it
Yeah,
really
I
is.
always Jim always has a small crowd at his parties. Just him.
Right. Cool. Yeah, just him.
Yeah.
Believe me,
But
Carolina,
why?
if I were there, I would go to your star parties. I'm telling you, I would definitely go.
Oh
I would
yeah.
definitely go too.
Yep.
Amen.
Yeah, so Ray, I had I have, well, I can't say that I really have it anymore. I've got all the pieces. But from age 12 or 13 to age about 40 something, I had a 10-inch Dobsonian, and I found that to be, I mean, those are the simplest, fastest things to set up. You
Yeah.
are ready to go in, you know, 30 seconds. You're set to go. Um, but yeah, I think in terms of thermal stability and stuff, they're probably a little unstable, I would say.
Hey, Ray says he's downsizing his scope. That's very unusual, I think. That's
So
exactly the opposite. I mean, I bought a little scope after I bought a big one, specifically for what I lovingly call impulse viewing. See, you can't really impulse view with my scope,
no,
as I have to set it up every time I use it. Now, I can't keep it at the observatory anymore because I'd have to drive at night to get to it all the time. And I don't, want to do that. But I bought my little scope, but I didn't really downsize. 52, Ray is 52 right now, and it still takes some time. 52. You are a relative child, Raymond, I'll tell you, from my
there,
perspective.
there you go. There you go.
You have
Well,
at least 30 years before it should become a problem.
well, if you're going, to downsize, make sure that whoever gets what you've got now is going to, really, really appreciate it, really, really
Yeah,
use it, and it just doesn't go into a closet or something.
that's right.
That's the
And if you
saddest
need
thing.
any information on how to ship it anywhere, I am the world's expert on shipping scientific equipment. I know how to do it, who to contact, the whole 9 yards.
Gotcha.
Well, and speaking of shipping or anything, I was supposed to get this radio yesterday, but I think something happened. Like we got some of that bad weather on Friday.
Uh-huh.
and I think something happened, and they had to delay it another day and stuff.
Hmm.
Probably
Yeah.
something more flooded areas and stuff that's
Right.
obstructing the traffic
Yeah.
to where it's supposed to go.
Cool. Interesting. All right. Well, I thought that what we could do tonight is just go just a little bit on the lighter side, and just
I think Ray has a reason for like a bad back. So you used to do road cycle racing?
yeah. Well, that'll do it.
Me too. When I was a kid, 2-cycle Kawasaki motocross.
Oh, wow. Very cool.
Oh yeah. I almost,
Yeah.
when I was real young, when I was doing that, I almost got a sponsor for me because women were so rare in that business. And I decided, nah, because with motocross, and Ray may know something about that. Um, with motocross, with motocross racing, it's not a question of if you'll get injured.
Oh.
It's a question of
Oh.
how
a-
bad
And,
it's going to be this time.
and he's talking about like the ones that you see mostly on the Tour de France.
Yeah, well, that's speed. I mean, that's woo. I would never do that. Well, anyway, I can understand why he's downsizing if he's got a back problem.
Yeah.
He's the first person I've heard say they just can't, even an 8-inch. Well, when I take my 8-inch apart and put it back together, it takes no small effort to pick that thing up and set it back on, back on the mount and get everything. I mean, I don't have a back, so I can
I
do it.
never knew that that doing bicycle racing and doing over 100 miles on a bike that will definitely will kill him.
Well, I mean, it depends. If you crash a lot, yeah, you're probably you know you're probably gonna be a little bit hurt. So cool. He meant Lance Armstrong once. That's cool.
Oh my God.
Cool.
And some say that he was supposed to be the best in the world, but turned out to be more crap than he ever is.
Yeah, I don't know. I I uh,
Was Lance
guess,
Armstrong the one that got in that steroid
yeah.
use thing? Which
Yeah.
really seems to be a shame because I understand that the steroid use is not legal. I also understand that just about everybody does it. I think they need 2 races. They need a race or an event, no, not just racing. Is this abused? An event for the steroid users, an event for the straights to make it perfectly fair.
I totally
Yeah.
agree. I think that there should be
And
a thing where just anything goes. Anything
and
goes.
remember in the 2014 Sochi Winter Games, there was some type of doping issue that was bothering around Russia, and
Yeah.
they and that's why in the 2018 Pyeongchang Winter Games they had to compete for the Olympic flag.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
They have been reinstated after the games, but 2 of them that represented Russia and as the Olympic flag got caught doping.
Hmm.
one of the things you can do years ago, now this was like over 60 years ago, when I used to compete in martial arts events, mixed martial arts, what we used to do, they didn't have steroids back then, at least not that the average person could buy and use. What we used to do, and everybody did it, you would starve yourself of carbohydrates a week before the match. And then about 20 minutes before the match, you would drink. This is going to gag you, but man, you've never had a rush like this. You would drink a bottle of Karo syrup, straight Karo. That's straight glucose. It goes right to your bloodstream. I can tell you, within minutes, you feel like you could go through a brick wall. I mean, I don't know what steroids do for you, and I
Well,
don't know
I
what
don't think
illegal
the
drugs do.
unified rules. I don't know about the unified rules of MMA, but I think they probably like ban that as well. What do you think?
Oh, if they caught you, yeah, but it's a little hard to catch a blood sugar rush. Now, it's not going to last real long, but remember, martial arts bouts, it's not like they show you on TV. You don't stand around and fight for 20 minutes. They last for minutes, not
Right.
half an hour. So you don't need to go through that wall forever. But that's, I maybe people have forgotten that. This is a very long time ago. Perhaps I should suggest it to today's competitive athletes.
Yeah.
Why
Now,
not?
Pass the drug test, just
now,
take a
now,
sip.
Arthur, do you watch the Ultimate Fighting Championship fights or no?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. John Jones, it was an accident, but he ingested something that's going to stay in his system for a very good time. It was an accident dosage,
Yeah. Oh dear God.
and
Yeah, that's not good. That's not
yeah,
good. Well, anyway, let's like I said, let's sort of take it a little bit slow and easy today. The other day I noticed that the Curiosity rover was taking some pictures of some Martian clouds. And I really haven't seen a lot of Martian clouds before.
I didn't know they even had many.
Yeah, well,
Much
they
less
do.
enough to photograph.
And so I'm sort of I mean, I don't know if we'll be able to find them, but let's go into the archive and prowl around a little bit, see what's going on over there. Um, um, there you go. Ray. That's great.
yeah.
That's
Hey, come
great.
on now, let's get to Mars, shall we? We're already blowing about almost 30 minutes.
No, we're not
Yes,
blowing.
let's do it.
It's not possible to blow or waste any time here whatsoever. By the way, happy Jupiter opposition. That's going to be happening at 16 hours UTC. So what, like 13 and a half hours from now or so? Jupiter is going to be at opposition. So woohoo!
Yeah.
So the next time we meet, it'll be past opposition. So very cool. So that's happening today, just in a little while, like 13 and a half hours or so. So yay about that. Okay, so let's actually, let me get this set up so you don't have to watch me stumble through all of this necessarily, because I never remember quite where to go here. So Curiosity rover raw images.
That's right.
I think this should do it.
And there is someone from Oklahoma, Page Master.
Page Master, hey, nice to see you. Hope all is well with you. Okay, here it is. And I'll post this over in the chat too, just so you, if you want to follow along or look at it later. From the far end of the universe, yes.
What's about 12 days or so until the longest day of the year?
Yes, the solstice is the 21st. I don't remember exactly what time it is, but I think it's late-ish on the 21st. Yeah, that's coming up too. So yay. All right, so let's I'm going to share my screen and we'll go over here and take a look at some Mars images, and maybe we'll stumble upon the clouds. I don't know. I mean, I'll try to find them, but I may not try incredibly hard. All right, so here it is. So there's a bunch of different cameras on this rover. There are the HAZ cams and the nav cams. There's a chem cam and a descent imager, which I don't know if that's being used anymore or not. Well, I guess maybe it is. There's sort of a microscope, and there's mass cam, which is the big one. So probably what we should do is figure out what sol it is, because I don't really know. Guess what we can do probably is go over here and go, where is curiosity? Let's go there first. See what Martian day it is. Okay, so it's Sol 2432. Okay, and this is sort of its path so far. So it's down over here somewhere. Okay, but so we're on 2432. Okay, so let's go back. And so these are organized by sols, right? So this is Sol 2431. So that's just a couple of days ago, or a day ago or so. The HAZ cams. We can look at the nav cams. So looks like there are quite a bit on day 2431. So that was just a day ago. So let's take a look. Let's see what these show. Okay, so nothing incredibly interesting. Well, let's do it this way. There we go. So yeah, just your everyday Mars there.
Well, I can say that kind of way.
Yeah. And I think this is the arm that has all those tools on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it can do various things. Kind of cool. So these all look like subframes. I don't know how big they're going to be. Okay, well, they're not incredibly big, but they're looking, pretty far out there. There's, you can see a little bit of a hill here with the sky behind it. Oh, here's some. I don't know. That's probably not clouds. That's mountain, also, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Let's keep going here. See what else. See what else we can see here. Oh, so here's some sand dunes. Look at that. Wow, that's pretty cool.
Oh my.
Let's pull this up this way instead.
Wow.
I don't think I've ever seen sand dunes like that. That's pretty awesome. Oh,
Yeah, well, it is Mars,
it is Mars.
Yeah.
Wow, look at those.
Oh my God.
That's pretty nice. Cool. So there's the whole view. Wow. And this funny looking rock. Look at that.
Yeah.
Right there, just
Sitting
sitting
all by
there.
itself.
What is going on with that? Who knows? Look at that. Huh. Yeah. Who knows? It's impossible. It's impossible to know what's going on there. But These are some pretty cool sand dunes behind. Neat. Okay, well, let's keep going here. I see these look like tracks. I wonder if, yeah, there's some tracks in the sand there. Do you see it? Or in the dirt, I guess you can call it. Looks like a pretty clear sky. Mixed data product. These are all just thumbnails. Okay, so nothing too interesting there. Let's see what else we got. So we looked at this one. Let's look at the one the day before here. It's 102 images, it says. There's just tens of thousands of these images. Okay, well, pretty amazing landscape, considering where it is. Pretty much all the same thing here. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, no, I mean, it looks like they're just sort of, I don't know if they're moving, but they are just snapping photo after photo after photo, pretty much the same thing, just over and over and over again. You see the timestamps here, 2257, 21, 34, 47. So, right, so like every 13 seconds on the button, they are snapping a picture. So it doesn't look like they're moving though. So yeah, it's hard to know, why they do what they do. But yeah, it sort of looks like they snapped a series of these for whatever reason. Don't know why, but they all look like that. That zoomed out. There we go. So I think this is the central peak. They're sort of in a really, really huge crater. And I think this is the central peak of the crater. I forget what it's called. Maybe somebody in the chat knows. PageMaster probably knows, or Tom.
I don't know. We're talking about Star Trek in the chat.
You're talking about Star Trek in the chat? Cool. I want to see. Yeah, I watched the first episode. I wasn't incredibly impressed, but I guess I need to, give it a little bit of a chance. That's what I'm hoping.
And I'd like to know when Bones died.
Yeah, he's dead. He was one of the oldest original characters anyway.
Oh yeah. He's been gone for quite a while, I think.
So first we lost Bones, then we lost Spock. Scotty. Then we lost Spock, right?
Yeah,
I think that's right. Yeah.
No,
The other one, I never knew that Bones died.
man.
The only ones I knew was Spock and Scotty.
Yeah. Anyway, yes, Gale Crater is the name of the crater, but the peak in the middle has a particular name too. Not remembering what that is. Anyway, here's some other stuff. It looks like maybe some calibration data here of some sort. Oh, okay, well, cool. Let's those are the navigation cameras, which are they're used to allow the drivers here back on Earth to drive this thing around. So it's not the most. Sometimes it's not the most interesting um, images, but if you get into the science cameras, like mass cam, then it gets kind of interesting. So let's sort of look. So this was a few days ago, but there's quite a few images there. So let's just dive in and see what we're seeing. So that might be the sun again. Hard to tell. Oftentimes with mass cam, also you'll see like 5 or 7 of almost the same grayscale images. Those are just different filters, but looks like a lot of these are colored. Here's some that are
I'm looking at this site in another tab on at home here, and I did find a picture with some clouds.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and
Where?
to figure, I know that's what you're going to want to know. So I was just jerking around here. Oh heck!
Just try to find which sol and which instrument.
I'm on. Well, I just went to the website early on and clicked images. It says image gallery, favorite images from Mars rover Curiosity. I just clicked images and sort of sailed down through here, and I hit
Oh,
one
okay.
that was a picture of overhead clouds. It's black and
Oh,
white.
cool.
I didn't. Yeah, gosh,
Oh, here it is. Yeah.
the clouds are very wispy. Don't if you think you're going to see cumulonimbus, you're not. I mean,
No. For sure, you are not. There we go. It looks like the clouds that I had last night, star party.
very wispy. Yeah, you got them. I mean, that's basically it.
Yeah, cool.
Very wispy.
Nice. All right. Well, I'm gonna keep looking here anyway.
And I think, truth to be told, it was on Soul 2410. If you were off to go back.
Okay.
Okay.
2410.
Yeah.
You saw that, huh? That's pretty awesome. Let's look for 2410 with the mass cam. So 2410. Well, I don't know. There's not very many images on 2410. Let's see what's there. Well, just looking at the dirt there. Let's see if it came down another day. There's a bunch more on 2411 and 2412. 2412 had 268 images. Let's see. Uh-oh.
How the heck can you lose that page?
I don't know.
Captain, I suggest the Vulcan mind probe.
Yes. I think that is totally appropriate. Oh, come on. What do you mean page not found? Well, maybe we're not. Maybe they've been hidden because they're just so awesome.
Something weird happened.
Yeah, something weird happened, I think. Did we look at this? What does the scanner say? Anything?
Not much.
Not much. What good is it? So what's this little thing out here? Do you see that? Let's look and see what that is. Okay, it's just a rectangular boulder just sitting out there in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Huh.
Boy, does that look weird.
It's just weird stuff. So you can see that this is using a color camera because it's using this bear pattern.
Yeah.
You see that? It's indicative of a color camera. But yeah, that's kind of interesting that
Huh.
that boulder is just sitting out there in the middle of nowhere. So pretty
Big
weird.
things. I mean, you can't get an idea of how large it is because there's nothing to gauge its size.
Yeah, there really isn't. It's they uh, they have ways of doing that,
I'm
and
sure they do.
in fact we could, if there was a right, or they have a left and a right. I don't remember which one this is, but if there was a left and a right, we'd be able to do some parallax on that.
Right, right. Exactly.
And with that, we'd be able to get a distance and then a size. But yeah, they're just, they're looking at the ground here, which is cool.
And it looks like they were doing some calibration as well.
Yeah, I noticed that. Look at these white things just sitting on top.
Yeah.
Really amazing. How absolutely, mysterious all of this is.
I just want us to get there.
Yeah, that's a tough nut. That's a really tough nut. I think we will, because we want to so badly, but I don't think it's going to be so easy.
Yeah, but I'd like it to happen in my lifetime because I don't think I'll see it in the next world or care about it.
Yeah. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, some interesting stuff here. We got some really fine sand sort of piling up here in an interesting little pattern. Huh. Kind of neat. Kind of neat. What else we got? Some interesting. Oh, okay. So that's just a little thing. Oh, that's a little thumbnail too. Go up here. Can you see any of these? So there's a nice color image of that same field of view. Pretty true color. I think they try to do that if they can. So that's what it would look like if we were standing there. Pretty interesting. There seems to be like a patch here. Do you see that? Where it's just sort of, I don't know, lighter color maybe.
I wonder what those white things are. Those little, they look like a pile of bones.
Oh, these down here maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just some white rock.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I'm not implying that it's bone, but
pretty cool looking. Yeah, it's just
yeah, it is. It's
some kind of mineral or something. So yeah, again, I'm not quite sure how big these things are. I would imagine that they're not very big. I think this is looking pretty close. But yeah, that's pretty neat. Okay. Well, I'm not really seeing any clouds for that date, but yeah,
not that bad.
We can keep looking around here a little bit. 579,000 images, it says. So yeah, there's a lifetime of images here.
We probably won't get through them all tonight.
Probably not. Probably not. Let's let's see what the. I think this is the microscope, if I remember right. Yeah, so they're looking at very, I think, relatively small features.
Tiny things. Oh,
But I mean, really, it looks like rocks and dirt. That's about it. Here's some of those blueberries. There's those little things there.
yeah.
Found my freedom. I'm a blueberry.
Oh, did the wrong thing here. Let me
Aha.
pull it up this way. I like it.
God.
So pretty sandy. Sand, and then pebbles, and then little rocks. Ooh, look at that.
Yeah.
Nice and shiny. Pretty cool. I don't know if there's anything else here. Ooh, look at that.
Oh.
Wow. That's kind of interesting. It's all rigid. See the ridges on there? Wow, what is that all about? Yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting one. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. Pretty cool. Okay, so this looks like I'm not quite sure what that is. It looks like a device of some sort. Not quite sure what we're looking at here. What are they doing with these flathead screws? That's ridiculous. Look at that. Flathead screws? What is wrong with them?
Machi Kalipa.
And they look all banged up, too.
Yeah, they do.
That's pretty weird. Look at that. So, yeah, this must make some kind of contact with something else. Or, yeah, I'm not sure what that is. It looks like it's got some kind of connector here, though. So it's a sensor of some sort. Got like 6 of these things. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I wonder if we can, if we click on the actual thing, if they give a little description. Ah, good. Image was obtained. Focus motor was at that. This number indicates internal position. Oh, well, this doesn't say what that is. Wow. So yeah, I don't know exactly what that is. But wow, what the heck are they using flathead screws for? That's kind of weird. Kind of annoying. But yeah, it's kind of hard to tell what this is. Is that like sand or I don't know.
Now, I have a question. When they lost those Marco satellites somewhere this year or last year, that was the end of the InSight mission, or how the InSight will still be able to get
Oh,
how was it going to get different InSight if those Marcos are gone?
well, no, the Marcos were just used for the landing. That was really the only purpose. The InSight mission is proceeding. They're on the surface. They have the seismometer running. That probe that they were going to bang into the ground, like 5 meters down or something like that, got seriously stuck at about 30 centimeters or so, and they they are trying to figure out what to do, because I think it's stuck. I think it's stuck. So yeah, they're having a little bit of trouble there, but the seismometer is working. They're actually seeing seismic activity. I don't think there's anything really exciting yet. So no, that's just an ongoing thing. They, I think Mars Insight probably uses the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter as a relay satellite, and then the MRO will talk to the Deep Space Network down here on Earth. But yeah, okay, well, I'm not exactly sure what that is, but it's on Mars. It's dusty, lots of dust, lots of dirt, and flathead screws. That's just amazing. Can't believe that. All right, let's. I'm sort of digging on these microscope shots, so let's take a look at a few more of these. Let's see. So that was a recent one. Here, let's just look at this one. Mars is just an amazing place. I sure hope that people are able to go there at some point. But wow, it's a tough nut.
And they're trying to push the people to go back to the moon in 2024 or 2025.
Well, there's talk right now of 24, and I'm fully in support of that, but that seems pretty fast. So yeah, here's just rocks and dirt. Really round though. Look at that guy. Like a little marble. Look at that. There's some smaller ones up here. Yeah, pretty amazing. Amazing place. Let's see. Focus merge data product. Not quite sure what that is. Let's look at some of these. Oh, here we go.
Ooh.
Ooh, look at that. Pretty amazing. Wow. Very mysterious, I don't have a clue. Huh.
You been adding more jigsaw puzzles lately?
Yeah, I need to get back on that. I haven't recently, and I need to do that. I sort of like these images. Maybe I'll do one of these. These are pretty neat looking.
Warp Factor 1, Captain.
Warp Factor 1. We are going to make some speed today. Cool. Let's see what else we got. We got a few more minutes here to.
I just kind of have hopes that we can get on Mars and find a way to actually colonize it, find someplace else to live besides here.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this thing. But
I can't wait to see Mars landscape with plastic bottles, fast food bags, and other trash littering the landscape. Are they already littering the landscape already, Ray? Or anybody?
on Mars?
Yeah.
Yes, we are. We are. All of our spacecraft parts, all the parachutes, all the all the all the heat shields, all of that is just uh, garbage on the planet, absolute garbage. So yes, we're already doing it. I mean, we did it on the moon quite a while ago, leaving all of our litter there. Yeah, we did it. Ooh, that's pretty cool looking. So not quite sure, but here again, they're taking a really, really, really rapid sequence of images. See, they go from 94203, 17, 19, 21, 22. So yeah, they're just doing a rapid fire photos there. Oh, let's gotta zoom out here. There's the whole thing. So just a crack in some rocks. Not quite sure why they decided to do a rapid photo thing. They look slightly different, so I'm not quite sure what they were up to there. Pretty neat patterning here. Yeah, pretty cool. There's a big, deep gash. Filled with these little round blueberries. Wow. Those blueberries are everywhere up there, I guess. All right, what's happening in the chat? I've got to see. There's a speed limit in Star Trek. Yeah. Cool thing, Ray.
You can't do shortwave on Mars, that's for sure.
Well, it's not going to be the same, is it?
Nope.
Cool. All right. Well, as I said, I just wanted to take a nice casual live stream today and just take a look at some awesome stuff. I think it's absolutely fantastic that we can sit here, gathered from around the world, and share these images from a completely different place.
Yeah. And I kind of agree, Ray. Maybe we should go to Mars and hack on the Mars reconnaissance and maybe broadcast some alternative rock on there.
There you go. There you go. Sounds like a plan. All right, everybody. Well, I'm noticing what time it is, so I think I'm going to get out of here for now. So always great to have everybody here. I really, really greatly appreciate the support. This is just a lot of fun, and I'm really, really glad that you all like it as well. And yeah, I will be here once again tomorrow, 2 hours UTC, more astronomy, more space, more who knows what. So, all right, until then, peace, cheers, and all that. Live long and prosper, and I will see you in a little less than 23 hours from now. Just one little spin. And have a great opposition. All right. See you later, everybody. Bye.
Later.